guys, and welcome back here. If you're new, I'm Pragya. I make videos related to homeschooling, parenting and lifestyle. So if you're new, welcome. And in today's video I'm gonna be sharing with you some DIY worksheet idea which have brain teasing activities. So it's like brain teasing worksheets, activity ideas for 4 and 5-year-old kids. So I hope you will enjoy. I have done these kind of videos in past too, so I'll make sure to link it down below in the description box. And be sure to check out the homeschooling playlist because it has tons of videos which will give you so many ideas on how to teach a particular topic or in general to your 2-year-old, 3-year-old, many DIY worksheets, so many things. And now without further ado, let's get started with today's video. The very first worksheet is change the letter as it is asking according to the codes and make a meaningful one. So for example, if it is saying change M into S, so M into S, T into P, T into P, then O remains same because there is no code for that, and Q becomes N. So this code has become a spoon, right? So it's kind of a decoding using the clues over here. The second worksheet is find the correct pattern to complete the design. It looks very simple, but I have used only 2 patterns. One is bracket and one is semicircle. So it gets little confusing because most of them look very similar. So it is quite challenging for any 3.5 to 4.5-year-old. For example, this one is quite simple because it says just 2 brackets. So if I'll use 2 brackets, it will complete the the design. Over here it is 1 bracket and 2 semicircle. So child might get confused with 2 brackets and 1 semicircle. So yeah, it is quite challenging for the small kids. The third one says color me using these codes. So 1 is for purple, 2 is for green, 3 is for gray, and your child will have to use the code. For example, if it says 1 2, so 1 2 1 2 1 2 kind of pattern. So purple green, purple green, purple green, 2 3 green and gray. So green gray, green gray, green gray, green gray, like this. So using the code over here, they have to follow the pattern and color. The next one, follow arrow and find the alphabet to solve the word. There's one particular word for which a child will have to follow these arrows from the number written over here and decode what word it will be at the end. For example, if it says 10, so first child will have to put the finger at 10. Then it says go 1 time down, so down, and then go right. So the first letter is A. Then put the finger at B, and after that go down and then left. So the next letter is P. So this is the way they have to find what letter it is using these 9 codes and find out at the end what word it has become. The next one is solve the riddle using the code in which I have given 5 riddles to use these codes. For example, I am second largest planet with the ring. So obviously many kids, those who know about solar system, they can guess and write, but those who don't know or are confused, they can use these codes. For example, 19. 19 is for S, S. 1 is for A. So they'll have to decode using these numbers and alphabet, and then they can find what answer it is. Either they can just do it by themselves or they can use these codes. So it can get little tricky for younger kids, so you can use the small riddles. For example, I am the letter between A and C. I am the number between 3 and 5. I am the letter between S and U. So these kind of riddles can be really helpful to teach in between or before and after concept as well. So this one is quite challenging and interesting, and obviously any 5 to 6-year-old can do, but you can do the smaller version of this with 1 time of arrow down, 1 time of change in the direction only, so it's easier for kids to do in the starting. But obviously here I have used 3 times and 2 times because I know 5 to 6-year-old kids can do this. So it says follow arrow's direction and how many times it is asking to move and make a pattern. For example, if I'm saying start from here, so you have to go 1 time down, 1 time down, and then it is saying 1 time right, 1 time right, 1 time up, then again up. in 1 time right, and then 2 time right, and then 3 times down. So these kind of riddles can be little confusing in the starting, but if they practice with a smaller cube and a smaller times, they can do it for 8 and 9 times as well. And in the starting, just use 1 times of moving of the arrow only. This one is draw mirror image. And I have done one of it. In the starting, just give the vertical one, and with the practice you can also give the mirror image of horizontal images as well, because it gets little complicated. I have seen people giving with the dots, how many dots it is going forward, upwards, how many dots it is going backwards, and then downward. This kind of things you can also give, but it's totally up to you. In the starting, I would recommend you to go with this, and then you can give the dotted mirror images as well. Okay, so the next worksheet is saying how many pair each color has. I have just done one so that Nirvi knows that two things make a pair. For example, shoe and shoelace, or 2 ears, they are in pairs, these kind of things. She already knows because she has done these kind of worksheets in the school. But yeah, like I have used 4 color over here. You can just do with the 3 colors or 5 colors according to the complexities. She can just join and then count and write. Okay, so the next and last worksheet is how many pairs do I have. So according to the number, they have to first make the dots and then connect and see how many pairs do they make. And once they know this concept, it will become much easier to teach them our odd number and even number. If all the dots have been connected, that means that number is even number. If not, then that will be the odd number. So it is a very good practice of teaching. You can teach it with the spoons, and if they are making the pair or not, if with the stones, with the marbles, with the beads, whatever you have handy, you can teach that way as well. But these kind of worksheets are good too. I really hope that you enjoyed. If yes, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you are new, consider subscribing so that you won't miss any other future videos on homeschooling or parenting just like this one. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.